Alright, Dawn Catcher here. Another random monologue for you guys. One that comes up in conversation here and there, nearly everywhere I go. Sometimes, but not completely this way. But I posed the question to you guys. Which would you rather believe? History or his story? I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have heard the phrase, history is written by the victors. But who is the final victor? I compel you guys, and this may not be that long of a monologue, unlike most of mine. But seek the truth in love. Find out for yourself. Because his story, as far as I see it, will turn out to be the true history in the end. And is proving more and more historically sound than a lot of propagandized history out there. As again I say, pray for discernment, test the spirits, do your own research. But yeah, that's the gist of it mainly. But let me, as far as the question, let me kind of give you the gist of it. History, as written by the victors, as in, basically how conquering kingdoms have a tendency to destroy things made by the kingdoms previous, or adopt partially and rewrite the rest of the kingdom before. Look at the Greeks and the Romans and what they did with mythology, which some of them consider as part of history, and some of them consider it part of religion, and some of it they just consider it fables. It's determined on who you ask, I suppose, and which perspective you're looking at. But as far as his story, for those of you who don't know who he is in his story that I am mentioning, I'm talking about God. I'm talking about my Lord and Savior, Yeshua HaMashiach, who, God himself, who self-conceived himself in the womb of a royal-blooded Jewish peasant girl. Yeah, that's different. And lived a lowly, humble life, and gave his life in ransom for all of creation, and while he was dead, he preached to the captives in hell. It quotes his prison, but same difference. Prisoners that were captive were in hell. And let's see. Then he rose from the grave, just like he said he would. And then was seen of many witnesses for 40 days before he went bye-bye back into heaven. Yeah. That's the gist of who he is. His story you can find out for yourself. Dig into who he is. Who the truth. The way, the truth, and the life really is. And why I compel you to search out whether you really want to believe history written by the temporary victors from my perspective and my point of view, or his story. Yeah. And, you know, that's mainly this monologue. I know it was short. But I don't need to say a lot. So, this is Don Catcher. You guys be blessed. The Lord keep you. His face smile upon you. And I'm out.